Hey y'all, how are you? What's new in your area? Take a second and subscribe, if you will, so you can see what's happening. And leave me a comment. Give me some comments in here. I'd like to hear from you. Our topic today is storage, wars, and grocery stores. I got a few things to tell you on all of them. So I hope you'll stay with me and watch till the end. Okay, so I want to talk about storage buildings. So, as you know, we are moving, and in the area that we are moving to, within 100-mile radius of where the spot we're moving to, there is no storage buildings. None. You cannot find any. I have called and called and called. Everyone answers, and they're so nice and apologetic, and they're so sorry. Everybody is full. And so I asked what was the reason that they're so full. Did they know? Because they said that they're not normally like that. And they said just the influx of people moving right now and waiting to get houses because the housing situation, once you sell high, then you can't find anything. All the houses are being bought up, or rental property, if for sure you can't find. But that's not an issue for me. I'm not trying to rent something, but I am trying to get a storage building. I did finally, after many, many hours and different days of the week trying to find some, I did find some. I did find some today, and let me tell you about that. I got a really super good deal by a super sweet lady. We weren't looking for climate control. I was just looking for a storage building. Everything we're putting in there is the food or anything like that wasn't going to the storage building. So I just needed one that didn't matter if it was climate controlled or not. Um, but she was telling me that so many people are looking for them that even though they have climate control and then they have regular ones, all of their regular ones are full. So they decided to open up their climate control ones at a cheaper price. And since some of the people are price gouging, not this lady at all, but since some of the people are price gouging in a few towns over, it's a really big town. I was seeing storage buildings that are normally $80 to $100. They were charging $200 a month for them. And so that was a big no. But they didn't even have any anyway to charge that. They were totally full. So I was very lucky. We did wind up getting a climate control storage building for $90 a month. So that's fantastic. That is not what they normally charge for those. And we're going to be getting there late. So a good thing wound up to be, which the rest of these were not. Everybody else closed theirs where you could not get access to the storage buildings after 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. I think the latest one was 8 o'clock, but this one is 24 hours. So we are very happy with that. Very, very happy. So I want to know, in your area, check it out and see, are the storage buildings all disappearing? Are they all full? Are they price gouging because everybody's moving and everybody needs to store their stuff because they can't get into a house right away? Let me know if you know anything about that. So that's my storage building story. Let's see. Oh, the mom and pop stores I want to talk to you about. I was watching the news earlier today. And I don't normally watch the news because it's upsetting and causes anxiety and all of that stuff. So I don't normally watch it. But we do watch the weather because, one day it's 75 and then one day it's 0 degrees and snow or whatever. So we keep an eye on that, especially since we're traveling from Missouri to Arkansas to Texas. It could be a wild, crazy ride as far as the weather goes. So we were watching the news today, and it piqued my curiosity. Well, not curiosity, I guess. it made me pay attention because normally I don't. I just play on the computer or something while my husband watches the news. But I heard them say that war is pretty imminent, and I was like, well, what are they talking about? I knew it was, talked about before or whatever, but it seemed like they were really driving the point tonight, which was kind of scary. Uh, so I wanted to talk to you a minute. I don't do politics and all of that kind of stuff, but I did want to tell you, I talk about the groceries and supplies and things like that. If that were to happen and people started to worry too much, everybody's going to make a big run on the big box stores, Walmart, Kroger's, all of those places. I don't know what the name of the store is in your area, but most people think to run there because they think there's a big supply. Well, guess what? Everybody's going to run there, and you're not going to find anything, especially if you haven't done your preps like you're supposed to have been doing, like I've been hollering from the rooftops about. But if you haven't done that, and it does come to a time where people start panicking, because that was scary when they said what they said on the news. Just go start reading the news, because, I'm not going to talk about all that on here. But I am going to tell you, if people start panicking and you don't have groceries, go check out your mom and pop stores. Go check them out because they're going to have stuff. Because, they always have stuff. We went to this little convenience store that sells hamburgers. This was in Texas. But they have them all everywhere. But this one, their biggest business was hamburgers and, their grill. That was a grocery store, like a convenience store, but and they had canned goods and stuff like that on their shelves. But people don't go there for that because those kind of things are a little bit more expensive. You could get them a little cheaper at Walmart or somewhere like that. But if there's not anything on the shelf and that canned good is 10 cents more, but they have some, then I'm going to go there and get some so I have some stuff. I do have stuff, but I'm just telling you. So anyway, when we were eating there, how it was set up, you could just kind of see from where you're sitting all the different grocery items, and I was like, that would be what you should do if that happened. So consider that. Also, like in Missouri, again, I'm not sure where you're at. There are a lot of Amish stores. Great place to go check out and go see what they have because they usually have all the flour and the oats and things like that. Very good meats, vegetables, all of that. So you need to be checking them out if that's something that's accessible to you in your area. Here in Missouri, where I'm at today, tomorrow I'll be in Texas. But here we have 3 stores. We have Walmart and then 2 just smaller grocery stores, not convenience stores, but grocery stores. And last time we had the big scare where everybody cleared the shelves. Even though those stores got hit too, it wasn't that bad. I mean, they still had stock. They still had some stuff. They didn't have any toilet paper, but they still had food. Where the other store, Walmart, was not having any. So, like I say, if it starts to be panic buying or whatever, and you haven't done anything yet, go there first because everybody's going to be going to the bigger stores. I don't think I'd want to wait till it was time to panic. I'd go ahead and start picking up some things now, especially not most of everybody, but a lot of people are getting tax returns right now. And you should put aside some of that to take care of some preps. Whether you think I'm crazy or not, you should do it because getting your nails done isn't going to help you when you're scratching for groceries. You're going to mess up your nails, girls. Or, now if you're a guy and you're going to get some of the things guys do, well, girls do too, but guns, knives, things like that, all of the every time I always see the videos where, I got my tax return and I just went and got all of these. They have the nice new rifle. They have the nice new cool knives. They have all the hunting gear and stuff because they're going deer hunting. All the deer hunting supplies. Uh, those would be helpful. So I'm not going to say too much on that. But getting your nails done is not going to help you. Anyway, unless you're going to scratch somebody's eyes out, maybe. Anyway, just a little humor there. Don't get all upset. So, that's the things I was going to talk about today. I hope you're paying attention to what's happening because, you hear about it. You hear people talking about it. And then just how they said it today on the news, I was like, that's a little different. That's got my antennas up. My antennas are going. I hope yours are too. Anyway, I'm going to jump off of here. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to be traveling down to Texas. We're taking a big U-Haul down and hauling a car down there too. So maybe I'll see something cool to show you as we go down the road. Okay? Much love, everyone. Have a fantastic day and start prepping if you're not. Okay? Much love.